Welcome to this Week 8 postgame report. Final score, Ferris State defeats Northern Michigan 44-24 here at Top Tiger Field. I'm Rob Bentley alongside Sandy Gholston. And Sandy, the Bulldogs back at home for the first time in more than a month and did what they had to do to get another win here today.
Yeah, they did. Coming back home and a couple weeks on the road, bye week in there as well. And you wanted them to come back home, take care of business, start to finish, and for the most part they did. And so they got the job done that they needed to do. They came out, really had dominant football on the line of scrimmage. They really got it going with the running game, particularly in the second half. Northern Michigan ran the ball kind of well in the first half. Now, part of that was a huge run right there on a play that I think the Bulldogs thought was down, and Northern Michigan ended up getting a big run out of that led to a field goal. But for the most part in the second half, the Bulldogs really did a good job of shutting down the run. So what does that mean? The Bulldogs really were dominant on both lines of scrimmage.
We saw the Bulldogs run for 374 yards in the contest. Jared Bernhardt, more than 150 yards, leading the offense on the ground, threw for a good number as well, and certainly looked a little more comfortable as he continues to get back into the lineup.
Yeah, he is probably a few missed games away from being a leading Harlan Hill candidate. So he came back and was really great again. Two-way quarterback, his ability to run the ball with authority, but also run the ball with speed. And yet he continues, and Coach Anise mentions this a lot, he's throwing for an incredible percentage this year. So he is very efficient with the ball. Had a couple of throws that he'd like to have back here in this game, but those are all things that he's aware of and that he will work on, the coaching staff will work on. So while it is a big win, a 20-point win, there's still room for improvement with this team. And that's what you like about this coaching staff, is that they are constantly striving to get better, as are the student athletes.
The Bulldogs #1 in the country, improved to 8-0 overall, now 5-0 and atop the GLIAC here with just 2 games left in the regular season.
Yeah, they've put themselves in the best possible position right now. And how do you do that? You win all your games. And so you can only win the games that are in front of you, or the games that are behind you, I guess, technically. And so that's what the Bulldogs have done. They've taken care of business. They put themselves in a good position. Now with Davenport on the road in Caledonia coming up, and then in a couple weeks, they'll be looking at Wayne State coming to Big Rapids. And so right now the Bulldogs, they have all the cards in their hand. They just have to play them the right way. If they do, then they're looking at being a #1 seed come NCAA selection time.
Bulldogs, one of 2 unbeaten teams left in college football here in the state of Michigan. Obviously, that other game that took place today decided the other one in East Lansing. So Ferris State's got to feel good about being one of the lone unbeaten teams left here in college football in Michigan.
Yeah, we might have kind of side eye on the other game in the state of Michigan that a few people were paying attention to, and yet you had 3 teams that came into this weekend undefeated in the state of Michigan, and 3 teams that I think in a lot of ways leave with a lot to be proud of. And so the Bulldogs definitely feel good. Michigan State, they feel a little extra good about their game downstate in East Lansing. And so the Bulldogs have really done a great job as one of the teams really representing the state of Michigan will.
You mentioned the Bulldogs playing Davenport next Saturday. We'll have pregame coverage for you at 11:30 on Sunday 97.3 and online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Kickoff at noon as the Bulldogs meet the Panthers for the second time this season as part of the GLIAC scheduling. This one will count towards the conference standing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we heard Caleb Murphy mention that. And so he's a student athlete that's really paying attention to what's going on with the schedule. And so he was definitely on top of that. And he knows that this game is a little extra important because it is indeed a conference game. And so the Bulldogs are going to take it seriously, whether it's non-conference or it's conference. And that's the focus that it's going to take. There was no emotional letdown here today. The Bulldogs really came out fairly focused and took care of business. And that's the approach that I expect down in Caledonia next week.
Final score 44-24, Ferris State over Northern Michigan here today at Top Tiger Field. For Sandy Gholston, I'm Rob Bentley. Be sure to tune in next Saturday for the Bulldogs and Davenport right here on the Bulldogs Sports Network and Sunny 97.3.